welcome back. This is Jason, and today I'm going to share with you my haul from New Comic Book Day last Wednesday, July the 31st. I'm going to start with the Independents and work my way down to the big two. I'm going to start here with Floppy Cop by Source Point Press. I love this. I love this comic. I love everything about it. Unfortunately, I think the fifth issue is the last, so if you have a chance to pick up Floppy Cop, go grab it. Next up is Valiant. I got Punk Mambo #4. I'm not sure about my feelings toward this yet. I'm on the fence. Issue 3 didn't sway me either way, so I kept it on the pull list. It's ending in issue 5, so I decided just to carry on out. I'm not too sure about it yet, but I'm going to see how it goes. Next up, IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles '96. Unfortunately, I didn't get this on my pull list in time to get 95. I love IDW and all their properties, Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, everything from my childhood, Transformers. I think a lot of the things that they are writing, or, their books right now are things that remind me of my childhood. So I love these books. I love everything that IDW is doing right now. The the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman crossover is what put me on wanting to get the Turtles on my pull list. Like I said, unfortunately, I didn't get it on there in time to get 95. I might try to round one up, a second print or something, just so I can read it. Next up, Image Comics, Ice Cream Man, issue 13. I was really glad to see this in my pull. This book is unique. It's a palindrome. It can read from back to forward or forward to back. I chose back to forward because it's rare that you get to read a comic book from back to forward. So if you see this one, pick it up. It's really cool. The cover B for this is really, really good. I'm going to try to round one of those up also, but I actually like this cover too because on the back side it's got the same picture of him just pointing the other way. It's really cool. Ice Cream Man 13. Also from Image Comics, I got Spawn 299. I like the artwork on the last few books because of the Spider-Man homages. I'm not reading them at the moment. I did pick up 2 of these, so I'm just going to carry on through. I saw that Clayton Crane was doing a few things, and I'm a real big fan of his. Sorry about that. That was my eBay. Um, I saw that Clayton Crane is doing some stuff for like 301, maybe 302. So I'm going to carry on with this series for a while, but I'm not reading it. I'm just picking it up for the covers right now. Moving on to Marvel Comics, we have Fantastic Four #12. I'm not a fan of this cover. I think it looks somewhat ridiculous. The Thing's fist is as big as the Hulk's fist, and the Thing looks like he's made out of clay, even though he's made out of stone, because he's just like all bent, funny, and weird. I just don't like it. I have read the issue before this, 11. I haven't read this one yet, but issue 11 wasn't that great in my opinion. So I'm just going to see what happens. Uh, Depending on how this one goes, it may make me or break me on taking this off my pull. Next up, also by Marvel Comics, Thanos #4. I'm a fan of this cover. I think it looks cool. I haven't read it yet. Looking forward to diving into it. And then next up is Powers of X #1. I was excited to get this. These books are dropping quick. I think next week House of X 2 is already dropping. So if you're not on board, grab them up, start reading them quick. I have read this, and it's classic Jonathan Hickman. By the end of the book, you're like, what did I just read? And you want to read it again just so you can see if you missed something to maybe help you figure out what you just read. That's not the way it happens. You read all these things that mostly confuse you, and then he cracks the code little by little as you go, and you refer back to like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. So that's Hickman's style from a lot of the stories that I've read that I enjoy, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to everything. Next up by Marvel is the Venom Annual #1. I flipped through this one. The artwork inside was extremely strange and different. Venom looks ridiculous. So sorry to be a downer on it, but I just didn't like the way it looked. I will read it and see what happens, but most of the time the annuals seem to be weird anyway, so we'll see what happens. And now to DC Comics, and speaking of annuals, I do love the artwork on this cover. I haven't even flipped through this book yet, so we'll see what happens with the story. I don't know. Like I just said, annuals seem to go a different route sometimes and don't really pertain to what you've been reading through the series. So we'll see. The artwork on this is super cool, and that was everything that was in my box. Now, actually, I forgot. Yeah, this was actually in my box also. No, this is not on my pull list. It was just something that was in there, and I told the shop owner after I got home, because it was rainy when I picked up my stuff Friday evening, and I was sort of in a hurry. I got in there late, and he just grabbed my stack. I went and grabbed some bags and boards, and he flipped through, give me a price, threw everything in the bag. And when I got home, this was in the box. This was the only thing that wasn't on my pull list or something that I didn't put on the counter to purchase. Sort of a hefty price tag, $4.99 if you can't see it. And so I went back Saturday because there was a couple of things that I wanted to grab, and I told him that, and I took this book with me. I kept it in a box, like one of these. I don't have one handy, but it's one of the boxes you used to get from the Heroes boards and bags. It's like a collector's box. That way, it would be safe to travel it back and forth. And I asked him if this was on someone's pull list because I didn't want to get, because it's not something regular they carry. And I asked him if this was on someone's pull list, and he said that he didn't think so. And so I guess he just threw it in my box because he knows. He said that me and just two or three other people are the ones that normally order the things outside the box as far as the books. So he threw this in there, and apparently this is all the horror icons like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy, which they've made Freddy a cat, which it makes sense because Freddy's passed. It would be sort of hard to write a comic and be comical with Freddy and the things he did. This cover is an homage to The Howling. It's got Nancy. Actually, Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street has the cat that's called Freddy. It's just, I read it. It's ridiculous. They're all in high school together. I'm going to flip through here just so you can see a few things. So, like, yeah, this is it. This is Nancy. I'm not sure who this guy is yet. Um, Jason. Let's see if we can find some other people. This is Michael Myers. This is his sister. So it's weird. They're all in high school. It's really not my thing, but I guess I'll keep it. I did want to show you one picture that was sort of funny. Let me flip through here. Sorry, sorry. Let me start back here. It does have. Here we go. So I do like this picture. It reminds me of like the movies, because Jason in the water and things like that. So anyway, yeah, I guess I'll keep the book. I was going to return it to someone if it was in their pull list, and if it was on their pull list, I guess. Sorry, man. I tried to bring it back, but they just told me to keep it. And why I went back Saturdays, I wanted to pick this up. I saw it on the shelf, and I had no idea. This is issue 12. I don't know anything about this book, Hillbilly. I do know that I like Eric Powell's The Goon. I've been picking that up. And this is issue 12, so I grabbed issue 12, and as I was putting it in my CLZ app, if you don't know what the CLZ app is, it's an app that you can do a one-time purchase. I think it's like 12 bucks. It's the best 12 bucks you'll ever spend in your life because it catalogs all of your comic books. It has a reader to read the barcode, so you can put your things in that way if there are new enough books where it can actually pick them up. So anyway, as I was putting it in my CLZ app, I looked at the other Hillbilly books, and so like issue 12 is the last book in the run. So I was gonna read it just to see if I would like it or not, but I think I'm gonna wait and try to pick up a few of the earlier issues because I don't think the last issue is gonna be a true telling of what it's about. So I do love the artwork. Eric Powell is awesome. The Goon, if you hadn't picked up The Goon, check that out as well. But yeah, that was my pull list. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate the support, and see you on the next video.